What is up, everyone? What is up, everyone? What is up? What is up? Just hanging out. It's cold out there today. I don't feel like wearing a big coat. So I'm just gonna hang out indoors for now. I'll let some of y'all join the stream. Okay, there we go. How are you? I'm just hanging out. It's cold outside. I put my camera on this side. I meant to put it on this side. That's all good. What's going on? Protests in Oakland? Like right now? Let me look on Twitter. Are there really? Because if there is, I'll go to Oakland now because I don't have anything going on now. Let's see. Hashtag Oakland. Yeah, there was definitely some action going on last night. Yeah, last night it looked like it was something going on. I don't know about this I don't know about right this minute. What do you think of Powell's announcement this morning? What did Powell say? I actually did not. I missed it. How often do you go home to Memphis? I'm sure your family misses you. I mean, I go back home about once a year. I probably would have went back home now with the whole COVID thing. Then another thing with my family, like they miss me, but believe me, they got their own life going. You know what I mean? Like out of sight, out of mind. Like that's kind of how it is. Hey, I'm looking at your old video when you went to the flea market, and I said it looks. That's what he looks like without dreads. Oh yeah. Power change your inflation target from 2% to the average of 2%. Um, I haven't really looked at it too much. He changed it from the target from 2% to an average of 2%. I'm gonna have to like expand on that because I don't know exactly what that means. Oakland protests. Yeah, it looks like last night some things was going down. Don't know about right now though. But just because there's nothing going on, I mean, just because I don't see nothing going on right now doesn't mean there's nothing going on. But I haven't heard anything going on. I haven't heard anything in the city. No protests or anything. I'm just looking at this car that was parked near Lake Merritt. It like totally got destroyed. So what's good, everyone? It's your boy Jermaine. Have you ever had your stuff stolen out of a hostel locker? I haven't had my stuff stolen out of a hostel locker, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. Usually, people that stay at hostels are typically honest people. That doesn't mean that someone else doesn't have to go there, and not be dishonest. So it's hit or miss. What hostels are open right now? I mean, are hostels open or are hostels not open? Or depending on where are you? It's a very low chance of happening. Oh, you mean the 2% inflation? Oh yeah, you're having your stuff stolen from the locker. Yeah, I think it's just like hit or miss. I just kind of want to hang out with y'all. Like, I've been like sort of like at home majority of the day, and then I left at like 12, and like I kind of like ran out, did a couple orders, and then I came back 'cause it was so freaking, it was windy, it was cold. Then I just went back out there like a minute ago, and like I am like dying out there. I guess that wind. If it wasn't windy, it would be okay. Cause it's a nice day out there. But that wind is like straight killing me. Man, there's so many protests going on in Portland right now. It's crazy. It seems you're only working part time with the apps. Mm, it comes and goes. Like today, I didn't work much with the apps. I've been doing, working a lot from home, basically doing a lot of things on the computer. But then also, kind of with the apps, is more like just because there's orders coming in on apps doesn't mean I'm gonna accept every one. You know what I mean? Like for example, there's a bunch of moving jobs on TaskRabbit. But that don't mean I want to do them. Okay, you got to look at the job. If it's the type of job where they want you to, bring down heavy furniture in a building, 5 floors with no elevator, like that's not a job I want to do. In the same way with Uber Eats deliveries, if it's a bunch of like $4 deliveries, well, it's orders coming up, but like it's orders I don't want to do. You know what I mean? So I kind of like weigh it out. Like I can do this or I can do that. It's kind of how I see it. No more caviar app. Yeah, that's nothing new. Everybody knows that caviar is over. What artists you been listening to? I like Kodak Black a lot. Um, what up, Alex? What's going on, Alex? You smoke weed? Is it legal? Weed is legal. What's good, Alex? What's going on over there in New York, Alex? What's the temperature like over there, Alex? Man, it's like freezing over here. It's not freezing, but it's like straight 60 degrees. I saw that 56% of storefronts in SF are closed for good. Very sad. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think something is very something that is it's something weird with the market in SF. Something's not adding up here. I'm gonna tell y'all something is not adding up here because I believe that's true. Because when I go around, I see a lot of places that are closed down. They're not gonna open back up. But you know what? But you know something that I'm starting to really wonder. I'm starting to really wonder about the rental situation because, like, once again, like, I just moved here to this new place, right? And every single day, every single day, I see someone, if not 4 times or 3 times or 4 times a day, I see someone get on the elevator and they're looking at like the pamphlet, like they're looking at like the rentals, like they're going around and they're looking at different like units, right? Now I'm just one person, and I've noticed this like multiple times a day. So that just only makes me wonder like how many people are like coming just to this one building. If I'm noticing it like multiple times a day. Like I'll leave and I'll notice someone coming upstairs and they have the pamphlet, in their hand, right? And then I'm gonna remove that comment. And then I'll notice someone they'll have the pamphlet like in their hand, and then like I'll leave and then I'll come back, right? When I come back, like once again, like I'm in the elevator and there's someone else with a pamphlet in their hand. So like I'm just wondering, like, is the rental market, like, is it really, is it really as bad as I say it is? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, and it's not just here. It's so many places in the city that I've went to, and I'm there like dropping off a delivery, and I see like those people like waiting to check it out, because they have the flyers. They're talking to the real estate agent, and I'm like just wondering like, well, maybe they're just moving from a different part of the city. Like I don't know. When are you traveling again? I think what's gonna happen is I think I'm just gonna leave at the end of November. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think I'm just gonna just take off and leave in November, no matter if COVID is worse or not, because it's just as boring here now. Like I'm getting bored, basically. Like it's cold, like every day. Like it's cold, like I'm freezing. Um, Even doing things like you have to do everything's outside, which is cool. But once again, it's always cold. You know, there's always the meetup on the weekends, but it's always cold. Okay, it's always freaking cold, yo. Like Friday night, Saturday in the daytime, it's always freaking cold. So like, I was just like, so I think maybe in November. You need to leave California for good. Why do I need to leave California for good? The money is backed by gold now. The economy is going to be really good soon. What do you mean the money is backed by gold? What money is backed by gold? You're in Cali. It's not that cold, bro. It's just windy right now. You should move somewhere else with a better climate. SF is so overrated. CIA is bankrupt and being overtaken by homeless. That's enough to consider moving. That's enough to consider moving, depending on your situation. Like if I got a family and I'm trying to raise kids and stuff, would be a real good reason. But for like a single person that is looking for a partner, would be a really good reason to leave. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should leave. I'd rather live in North Korea than places like Alabama. Mm. If I leave, what'll happen is I'm just gonna leave. If I leave, I'm just gonna leave the country. Are you gonna vote in November, Jermaine? Of course I'm gonna vote in November. I'm definitely not voting for Biden though. Definitely not voting for Biden. I have always wanted a family, but I don't think it won't happen. Or I won't even want that now, right? Everyone left California 4 months ago. I think they're still leaving too. Like they're still leaving. Enjoyed the video of you boarding from the city to the town, man. But I'm telling you, dude, I try to give Oakland so many chances, yo. Like I always like go to Oakland and I'm like, I just want to go back to the city, yo. I always try to give Oakland chances, yo. Yeah, why would I vote for Biden? Like, just because like you think I'm a Democrat doesn't mean I should vote for the Democrat that's elected. You know what I mean? What's wrong with Oakland? It's just like every time I go there, like something always happens, and make me want to go back to the city, like all the time. This is a homie that freaking just messaged me about investing. I thought that he wasn't really into investing, but that's dope that he is. I wanted Andrew Yang to win. Andrew Yang had a lot of good principles that I think other presidents are gonna adapt because they basically have no other choice. Like one of the things that Andrew Yang really was pushing was the universal basic income. I just think that that's coming. Like I just think that that's coming. Like some of his things he was for, we will see. You know, Jermaine probably never voted in his life. I have voted in my life. What do you mean? Obama is my favorite president. I don't know who'd be my favorite president because man, if you look at all of them, they've all did some really messed up things. They've all did some really messed up things, and I'm not talking about just the whole painting the picture of blue and red. I mean, I'm talking about both of them. Like I can think of some really fucked up things that they did. Like I would say probably the two. The, it really depends on how you look at it. Like Obama and Bush. Oof. You know, people like Obama, and people on the blue side they like Obama, but then also people on the red side like Bush. But when you look at what some of the policies that happened under their administration and how bad it is for our country today, like I can't say either one of them were good presidents. I'm sorry to say, but like I mean, so many jobs left under their administration. Like China literally had their way under both administrations here. So, and I brought up both of them, Obama um, and Bush, just because no one likes both of them. People either hate one and love the other one, or vice versa. But basically, what I'm saying is I'm putting them both in the same category. Like, they, I mean, they basically you can put all presidents in the same category. Like, they're not perfect, yo. They're not perfect. Like, you got two real choices: Trump or Biden. Well, I mean, I just don't think Biden's gonna win because my whole thing is that's why I believe that they're letting these protests go on like crazy, yo. That's why I think they're letting these protests go on. It's not. I think that's really bad on Biden because it's all like these democratic places, you know. That's just me. Like, I don't really want to talk about politics. I mean, I know that's what y'all want to, but like, I don't really want to talk about it because at the end of the day, I really don't care. Like, I really don't care. Like, I don't. Like, I really don't care. Like, if Trump, Bush, Nancy, like, I really don't care. Like, I don't. Like, I really just don't. Like, I don't. Like, I really don't care about none of that shit. If they want to take away healthcare, I don't care about it. If they want to add it, I don't care. If they want to forgive student loans, I don't care. If they want to forgive home loans, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't care about none of that. Like, just whatever. Like, I just don't care. Like, it's the same crap. Like, I just don't care. Like, it's the same crap. Like, money talks, taxes. That's what I care about. That's what I care about. What do you care about? If you're a business owner, you're being very selfish. I'm not being very selfish. Like I'm just saying, like just don't care about the politics crap. Like I don't. Just like a lot of people out there, I don't care about it. Like don't y'all see? Like I just don't care about it anymore. Like yeah, you can say I'm being selfish. It's very airhead. Yeah, because The reason why I'm saying I don't care about it is because I don't want to entertain I don't want to entertain it. You know, I don't want to entertain the. I want to talk about politics basically. You know. They literally, I discovered that they pick up the garbage at like 4 in the morning. Like right here. It's like mad loud at like 4 in the morning. But I'm usually always awake at like 4 in the morning. Then talk traveling. Let's talk about traveling. I was supposed to get that coat hanger thing from you. Do you still have it? Are you in the TL? 4 in the morning, like, yeah. I do it. I thought you were in Hawaii. No, I'm not in Hawaii. Polk Street is cool. Polk Street is cool. Is Polk Street happening right now? Oh, you're in Marin? Well, just, I mean, if you come to the city, like, I can give it to you. But I was just trying to give it to someone like in the TL because it would just be very easy for me to like I could just like skate by and give it to them, you know. Um, or I could just be like, hey, meet me on this intersection. And I could like just give it to them. But like if you're out of town, like I can do that. But like we just sort of have to plan it out a little bit more. Like I was just looking to give it because a lot of times like I'm always looking to give stuff away, but like if I have to go through like a lot of steps to give stuff away, it's almost like I should just set it outside on the street because I'm still giving it away. You know what I mean? Like if it's too difficult to give away, like I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Jermaine, are you going to invite us over for dinner and a drink of tea? I don't think I'm going to invite anyone over. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to invite you guys over online. So you said maybe I should move to Mission. I don't know. What time is it in this? It is 6:31. Give it to me. We're literally neighbors. I mean, I could give it to you guys. Valencia Street is way better than the Mission. Well, I mean, Valencia Street's a little bit more polished than the Mission. But depending on what you're looking for, like if you're looking for, it really depends on what you're looking for because they're different. Like I would say, Valencia is a little bit more. Yeah, it's more like, hey guys, let's go to Valencia Street. But then Mission is more like you actually see like more culture. You know what I mean? Like Mission Street's a little bit more real. You know, like you don't see all the polished buildings. You just see them old businesses that's been there for like 20, 30 years. You know. Mission is dirty. So. Buy your house right now and SF 200 cash out soon. 200K out of here. I have this stock on my other channel. It's crazy. Never give you a location. I know that feeling. Yeah, but it's kind of hard because it doesn't take long it doesn't take long to figure out where it doesn't take long, yo. Like, never been to California. Come to California. I can't convince you why voting for Trump is China. With the rules, I can guarantee I can make a very compelling argument. Yeah, but you know what though? There's some like people said that when Obama was in office, But the only reason you didn't hear it the same is because you're on the left. You know, the people on the right when Obama was in office, they literally thought that the world was coming to an end. Just like people in California right now think that if Trump wins his next election, like basically like the sun is just not gonna come out the next day, and like we're all gonna die. You know what I mean? Just like before when he got elected, like everybody thought like the world would just stop, right? And everybody thought the stock market was gonna go crashing to the moon, you know? And like none of that actually happened. Like it didn't, you know. We are literally dying under Trump. I mean, it depends on. I mean, I guess you can say that to a certain degree. I guess you can say that. I mean, things were not really bad until what? Until the pandemic started. I always like your travel videos. I mean, people keep. Like, I tell you what, I'm just gonna end this stream because people keep bringing it up. Maybe I shouldn't do live streams because people keep bringing it up. Um, like, I don't know. Like, should I just like end the stream and like go do something else? Because it's like I kind of get why people want to talk about it because like this is the big thing that's coming up in our country. But then at the same time, I see a lot of people out there that are like, oh yeah, I don't talk about religion and I don't talk about politics. And y'all know how I think about people that have views like that. I don't think. Okay, well, let's talk about something else until someone else brings it up. If I was old enough and willing to play, I would absolutely love to run against Trump. Like everything relates back to freaking politics that you guys are talking about. Even traveling relates back to politics. Like the U.S. passport isn't devalued. Lots of countries aren't open to anyone. That's very true. That's very true. Like I've been seeing so much fake news out there talking about how the U.S. like the U.S. passport is like it's the Nigerian passport stronger than the U.S. passport. Like I mean, this is one reason why I just, when I say that I don't really like to get into the politics and I don't really like to like follow the media and I don't care about what the politicians are doing, it's because of like, there's so much fake news out there. That's why, like, when I hear someone say that the Nigerian passport is stronger than the American passport, I'm just like, well, do you realize that there's a lot of countries that are just closed to everybody? You know, the same exact thing what this person just said. Our passport is still weak now. But, and, but there's a lot of countries that we can't, like, there's a lot of countries that we can't go to because countries are, like, having outbreaks. Like, no, I haven't been to Nigeria. Hey, JR, the strip clubs open on Market Street in North Beach. I haven't heard of any strip clubs being open, but I'm pretty sure like you can probably get creative and find something online. Yeah. When they when they say the Nigerian passport is stronger, that's fake news because you got to think like you may have a Nigerian passport, but there's a lot of countries that's not gonna let you in it because they're gonna want to make sure that you're not gonna stay. Um, like that's just BS. It may be temporarily, but when the pandemic is over, like the American passport it'll go back up. You know, I'm not gonna say it's going back up to exactly where it was before, but A lot of people are talking about the American passport are the ones that are Americans that don't travel too, and that's another way to like stab at a traveler. But I don't really care. If I had to stay in the U.S. for the rest of my life, if I have to stay in this country, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I've been to so many countries that like your average American will never even come close to. So at the end of the day, like I'm way more like my perspective is way more vast, and if I have to stay here all my life, so what? Like, look at all the amazing places I got to go to that I got to experience. That's kind of how I look at it. Sometimes dude, people love doom and gloom. Like that's what it is. Oh, the economy, it's only gonna get worse. Oh, the pandemic is only gonna get worse. But what if it doesn't get worse? Like, what if things get better? What if things get better, right? The U.S. passport isn't even in the top 10, but so, like, the U.S. passport is not in the top 10. So, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could go to another country and get another passport. I mean, you realize that that's an option. There's a way around everything, yo. There's a way around everything. There's a way around everything. Like, dude, I'm telling y'all, be optimistic about life, yo. Be optimistic. $50,000, $100,000. I'm not gonna say what countries because I don't want to give out that information. But you can get a different passport. It won't be a tier 1 passport, but that passport of this country I'm thinking of, which I'm not gonna say, that passport can get you in a lot of countries that before the pandemic you couldn't even go with an American passport. So what if the American passport's weak? Do you know how many Americans around the world? So what? Yeah, or not even buy a passport, just marry someone from another country. Like I'm much more willing to marry someone from outside the U.S. than probably marry someone within the U.S. Because it's kind of how I see it. I'm way more open-minded to it, like I'm way more down to it. Like shit around here, like I can barely even go on a goddamn date. Like I don't make enough. I gotta pay a chick to talk to them on the phone. You know what I mean? But then I go to other countries and like I'm like cool because people look at me and hear me out and say, "Well, you do cool stuff." When I'm back here, people don't tell me I do cool shit. Like no one tells me that. Like no one tells me that shit. Like people are like, "Oh yeah." It's just like that's kind of how the attitude is here. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, there's so many ways to get a foreign passport. Like, if you're gonna if you're gonna close off your mind, if you're gonna let that negative energy wrap you up, I mean, you're just gonna let it wrap you up. If you marry someone from another country, do not bring them back to the U.S. The U.S. will corrupt them quickly. People in the U.S. who do not travel and are worried about their passports are first-time travelers probably still. Yes, I know that's why I'm telling y'all. That's why I don't even like to talk about politics, y'all. That's why I don't even like to talk about it because it's the media, and media drives all that crap. Why would you get a foreign passport? You just gotta pay for a bunch of visas. There's another reason there's other reasons to have a second passport from another country, yo. There's other reasons, like, I don't really want to get into all these reasons because this lets me know that you're a first time traveler. But there's not just avoiding the visa fees, like so many other reasons to have another passport. Just in case my girlfriend is here. Why do I get? Oh man, you need a nurse. nurse with a Paris. What's a nurse for the Paris? Germ is the hermit. Lots of things. Pandemic, yes. You can get a passport. Some African countries. Yeah. An African passport would be dope. It would be really dope because you could just travel around Africa on that passport and not even have to pull out your American passport. Jermaine, how can I quit my job for a year or two, travel without throwing away my career? You must know people. Okay, so first off, that can be tricky. Like, it's a lifestyle change. That's what it is. Let's see. How do you travel for 2 years without throwing away your career? That's a tough question to answer because of this pandemic that we're in. Like, and also, I don't exactly know the type of job that you're in. People who depend on material things can travel full time. What do you mean? What are you trying to say? I'm just curious. Ooh, I just got a $10 too. Will you take a vaccine to travel? Yep, I would take it. I think, I'm telling you, I think very different about the politics, like about the media. I think the media has people afraid about a vaccine just because of Bill Gates. Like, I think that the whole Pizzagate crap is, I don't know if it's the Republicans or the Democrats, but I believe it's one of those sides that is trying to get in people's heads, y'all. That's just what I think. I'm getting the vaccine, but I won't be the first. Oh, you won't be the first? I don't. Well, everyone needs to get it though. But would everyone need to get the vaccine? Or like every single person like on the planet Earth needs to get the vaccine? Like, this is a really good question because I can't see every single person getting it. Like every single person getting it. Because that would take time. That would take a lot of money. What happened to your other channel? Make money now. It's basically this channel. It's basically this channel. Maybe I should just make more videos on that channel. I could because I'm not really doing much. This channel. When you get the vaccine, they basically are giving you the virus. It's like a flu shot. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, to travel, I would get it. But like I said, I'm thinking about leaving in maybe December. November, December. And you wonder, like, where am I going to go? It really depends because it's going to be wintertime. And I think I'll probably plan on traveling for like a year. Like, straight up, like, just travel for a year. What I'll probably do is sell a lot of things. If I do decide to take off in November, I'll probably sell like a lot of things. Sell skateboards, sell bikes, throw away a lot of stuff, give away a lot of stuff. I probably will downsize a lot. And then prepare to just be gone for some time, you know? Because, you know, I definitely enjoy being here in the US. I definitely enjoy it, but like, I don't want to live in New York. I definitely don't want to go back home to Memphis because it's just gonna be like I'm gonna have to buy a car and like it's really hot in the summertime. Like there's family drama. Like I'm just too out there as a person. I'm just too weird in the head to just go back, live down south. So I don't want to go back home. I don't want to go to LA because I mean I think I'd rather go live in North Korea than before I live in LA. So I don't want to go to LA. So like Hawaii, I would love to go to Hawaii, but it's such a logistical nightmare to go anywhere from Hawaii, except if you're going to like Southeast Asia. So what am I gonna do? Like, I don't know. Probably just freaking just go maybe travel, go like to Turkey or like Eastern Europe or somewhere. Stay a couple of months and then see if things open. You know, see what happens. Do you think we need to consider selling all of our stocks at these crazy inflated prices? So you can go ahead and sell your stocks if you want to, but the thing is, you just be taxed at the short term capital gains. So you can sell, go right ahead. If you think that the market's gonna go down, in my case, like I don't want to sell anything because even if Tesla dropped 50% tomorrow, like that's okay because I'm like it's not like I'm planning on selling Tesla in 3 months. I'm not planning on selling Tesla in 1 year. Like I'm planning to hold this for years. Okay, so if I'm planning to hold this for years, if it's up today and it's up a lot, like I'm looking at it like, ooh, it's really high. But I'm not really worried about it because my plan is to keep it for the long term, you know? Now, I say that, but then I want to use another example of something. Let's say that, let's say Impossible Foods or Robinhood. Let's say that one of these companies were going public next year. No, let's say one of these companies was going public tomorrow. Okay, if Robinhood or Impossible Burger was going public, either one of them was going public tomorrow, you know what I would do? I would probably put maybe 15,000 or 20,000 into one of them, right? Either one, because both of these companies I want to put money in. Robinhood, I like way more than Impossible Foods, right? I totally love Robinhood. But let's just say tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning, California time, 9:30 New York. Let's just say that right when the market opens, I was able to put 20K into like Robinhood, right? Now, this is a long-term play. Like so when I do invest into Robinhood or Impossible Food, this is not a 1 year hold. This is not a 6 month hold. This is a long term hold. 5 years. Okay? 5 years. Not 2 years, 5 years. With one exception. The exception is this. Let's say if I bought into a company, right? And the price goes up 100%. Like if it doubles in less than 7 days, you cash out what you put in. That's basically the only rule I have when it comes to cashing out like that. So basically, what I'm trying to say is like if you buy into a stock and then within the next 2-3 days it's up 100% and you just got into that one, I think in that case it's okay to sell 100%. I mean, you can sell 50% if you want because you've taken your initial amount out. So I've taken the 20,000 out, and now I'm just playing with the house money. That's the best way to invest when you're investing and you're playing with the house money, because you don't have to worry about the fluctuations in the market because you've already cashed out your initial investment. And if you make 100% on an investment in 7 days, it's okay to pay 50%, 40% short-term capital gains tax because you made that money in what, days? Okay, 9 months, days. So that's my whole 2 cent about selling out. Yeah, it's kind of how I see it. Get some freaking lawyers messaging me over here. Definitely one I want to talk to this guy. There's like some stuff going on, like people are trying to get me to get paid, basically. Like I'm not gonna talk about, I'm not gonna go into it, but like I'm just basically like just answering the phone. Like I'm not reaching out to anyone. I'm just letting people reach out to me, like just chilling. Like, yeah, passport to go to Hawaii. You don't need a passport to go to Hawaii. I was watching Beyond Meat live. Okay, so perfect example how Beyond Meat shut up like that. Yeah, I would take some profits. I hear you say pandemic. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I mean, my whole thought if this was a pandemic, I think the USA and China are in it together. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Wow, there's like mad protests outside the White House right now. I couldn't wait to get some of that Tesla and Apple stock. Yeah, yeah, right. Tesla's gonna be a cool one to split. Tesla's gonna be a cool one to split. Hey, but I'm gonna remind y'all something about Tesla that a lot of people they're sleeping on. Do you know that Tesla's energy business could be just as big as their car business? Someone just say that one more time. Tesla's energy business could be just as big as their car business. That's pretty deep, bro. Like that's pretty deep. Let's see if my boost is charging. I've been riding the old boosted. Hey Jay, I got someone I want you to meet. She lives right by Lake Merritt. I will hit you up on Facebook about it. Yeah, hit me up. Jermaine, Rich off Tesla. You know, I think I'm gonna make a video talking about Robinhood and talking about road to 100K. I want to get on 100K in Tesla, yo. No, but I think I want to make a video talking about Robinhood and Robinhood margin, okay? Because I think this is something that a lot of people don't know about, right? About Robinhood margin. And with a company like Tesla, with Tesla rising so much, okay, I'm just gonna go here. I'll just tell y'all right here in the video. But then I'll probably make an actual video like explaining this. Okay, so you take Tesla, right? Do you hear about Lewis Rodman's e-bike that made caught on fire? Really? Is that the guy in New York that owns the cell phone shop? Okay, so anyway, about I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, so margin. Okay, so check this out. Okay, margin. So margin and Robinhood. So this question brought up. Someone asked me this question a while ago. They're like, "Look, Jermaine, I want to buy this bike. This bike costs $5,000, right?" And he's like, "I want to buy this bike, but the problem is my Chase card." He asked me this because he knew I had Chase. He said my Chase card only has a $2,500 a day limit, right? He's like, I got a Chase credit card, but the Chase credit card only has a $2,000 limit on it. And he's like, but the bike costs $5,000. How do I buy a bike off the internet if my freaking Chase card doesn't work, right? If the limit is 2,000, if the limit is 2,500, how do I charge $5,000 on it? And when he asked his question, this was a question that I was thinking of too. Okay, I was thinking of the same thing because I was thinking like, what if I actually want to buy something that costs more than the amount that the card says? Like, how do I go about buying that, right? Like, if you want to buy like a watch, like that costs $10,000, or if you want to buy a car in cash, but like you didn't want to like have the cash, like you want to put it on the card, like how would you go about doing that, right? And then I figured out that you can do it with Robinhood. Well, cash, but like not everyone accepts cash, and if you order it offline, you can't do it with cash. You know, like if you order something offline, right? Buy a Tesla on the card. Okay, buy a Tesla on the card. You're right. Okay, but the thing is, okay, let's say you actually had $20,000 in your Chase account. Well, you couldn't just charge it. Okay, but if you had $20,000 in your Robinhood account, you can straight charge 20 bands on the Robinhood card. You can do it because there's no limit. There's no limit. PayPal, but is there a limit? PayPal would be a good one because you can move the money into PayPal. But like when that subscriber asked me, you know what I told him? I was like, well, you could do the Amazon gift card method. I don't know if you guys know about that, but basically, you can go on Amazon and you can buy like a $500 gift card. And then the next day you can buy a $500 gift card, and then you can keep buying them. And then you can like put like 10 gift cards together, and you got like $5,000. But that would only work if you're trying to get something on Amazon, you know? Okay, the guy with the bike that caught on fire, like, I think that video was floating all over the internet. You can erase it if you had PayPal for a while. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so with Robinhood and the margin, I was trying to answer both of these. Okay, so a lot of y'all know what margin is. Margin is when you, it's almost like a credit card, but it's for the stock market. So with a credit card, is Webull better than Robinhood? I think Webull is a little bit more technical. Like you can do a little bit more. You can do a little bit more technical things on Webull. Because Robinhood is so simple with that interface that it's kind of limited. But like Webull, I think Webull is a little bit better than Robinhood. Somebody's like hitting me up. What is your dream vehicle? What's my dream vehicle? So I'm not really materialistic like that. I like the Chevy Bolt. Like I would just take something practical, something I can drive everywhere, something that's not gonna turn people's heads, something that's not gonna draw people to me just because I have a fancy, pretty car, like something low key, you know. That's the most terrifying hairstyle someone could have in San Francisco. Oh, really? It freaking gets a lot of attention, y'all. Have you guys ever see it all? Because I'm seeing something too. When your broker loans you money, sometimes it's free for the day if you do it back in the day. You don't have to pay interest. Yeah, you're true. It is free for the day. Yeah, it is free for the day. Is this really YouTube live? Yes, this is live, yo. I think we should vote on the next hair colors. Yeah, we should. I don't think you are low key with that. Cool color clothes you wear. I guess I'm not that low key. Cause I stick out like a freaking sore thumb, right? It's kind of like a sore thumb, yo. Can't I see? Yes, I can see what you wrote. Jermaine, when will you record a video about how filthy San Francisco is? Why are you recording already? I've recorded so many videos about how dirty San Francisco is. I have noticed more syringes on the streets. I don't really see human feces as much. Not as much as it was. Not as much as like a year ago when that was really, really popular. I love your hair, been watching you for years. Stay free, young man. That's what's up. Yes, finally caught it last year. What's happening, Jermaine? It's tough. Are there still homeless all over downtown? Oh yeah. It's freaking homeless all over the city that's homeless. Like even in the middle of the pandemic. How do you not stand out to chicks in SF? See, I'm gonna tell you the thing about chicks in SF is you don't really like me. I don't really come into encounter with that many women in SF. Okay, this is something that like I don't think a lot of people realize, but like I don't really come into encounter with that many women. All right, so like just today, I think I've come into encounter with like what 3 women like all day. The first one was at the pizza place that I went to. Went back to the pizza place. It was one woman there. The second one was Target. 2 women at Target. I asked one chick to help me find something, and we went running around looking for stuff. And then there was another woman that did the checkout, right? Now, everybody else I ran into was a dude. Like everyone else I ran into was a dude. Like when I went down to the wall to meet up with the bikers and the skaters, it's like all dudes. When I went to the hardware store earlier today, all dudes. Just outside when it's cold, skating. Like when I come into contact, like it's mainly dudes. Like I don't just see a lot of women everywhere because it's just the type of place it is, you know. I guess with the weather and the pandemic, and you just don't really come into contact with like a lot of women. And like just because you come into contact with a woman doesn't mean you want to talk to them. All right, because the 3 that I came into today, no, like not interested. I'm sorry to say, but I'm just not interested because like 2 of them were really old and one just didn't seem like, I don't know. I can't tell you or something, you know. But yeah, that's kind of how it is. Jay, it's SF. You gotta go online to meet women. You do, but I just can't do it online because I spend so much time online, like talking that like I just don't even want to do it anymore. Like I just don't want to do it. Like I look at it like this: I can sit here for 2 hours and like talk to girls online, like talk to women online and try to message them online, right? But when that 2 hours is up, like, what did I accomplish? Like, what did I do in life? You know what I mean? I can sit here and talk to y'all and have a 2-hour live stream, and I can get like more things accomplished, you know? Like, maybe I didn't get something accomplished for me, but maybe I like answered a question that like someone wanted to know, right? I got something accomplished, like I helped someone out. But when I'm just sitting here, some ugly ass dude like on the freaking on some app, right? Trying to compete with like all these other dudes that are perfect, dudes that have like tons more money than me, like dudes that just have better jobs. Like when I sit there and I'm just online for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and it's like day after day after day, it's like yo, like what am I like? I'm wasting my time. Like I'm not gonna meet anybody. I'm wasting my time. Like bottom line, wasting my time. So like online dating doesn't work, and you know, meeting people on the street is the alternative. And I don't just meet a lot of people on the street because who is on the street? Homeless people, right? Jermaine works a lot. Haven't worked that much this week. This is where his energy is. He's fun. Oh, I see. Mission is the hoodiness of J. The trick is a numbers game when you meet a girl online only text her briefly then. It is a numbers game. That's why I don't do it anymore, yo. It's a numbers game. If you're dating online, make sure you type of woman you're into. That's true. What do I have for dinner? Pizza again. What about those girls in Eastern Europe? What about those girls in Eastern Europe? They'll chill and give you the time of day. We are not talking about dating men or women. I'm confused, wink wink. I'm talking about dating women. I have never met anyone in years. Yeah, I know. Most people don't meet people on the street. I think that's most people that don't meet people on the street. Like it's just, I mean, maybe you meet someone on the street if it's an event. It's a college event. It's some sort of an event, like just a random person on a random street. Like that's just not. With a mask on, right? That's just not. It's just not the hottest thing going right now. The United States, oh, social. I guess so. I need a beer. Are you 100% heterosexual? Yeah. I'm heterosexual, yo. Why are you whispering? Because I'm trying not to scream. What do you think about the stock market? I don't even know what to say. Like it, I'm telling y'all, when Tesla was at $700, like I was just like, this is great, and it's almost double that. Like no, it's almost triple that. It almost tripled what I said it was great. So I can't tell you where it's going, y'all. Like I don't know. Like if it goes down, like if you drop 50%, I'm still gonna be up mad. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the market's doing. I just don't know. Like it's completely. It is lost. It's lost its disconnect. I don't think I'm gonna do a video tomorrow because I didn't make a video today. I gotta go and check my Ameritrade accounts. I will support, and we'll have a new support level. Because there's so many things that you can point to with the stock market. Because you can say that more people are spending money at corporations because so many mom and pop places are closed. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I think Apple is going to have a breakout year. And the reason why I say I think Apple is going to have a breakout year, I know a lot of people disagree with the video I put out yesterday talking about money and how people are spending money in different ways. I understand why a lot of people would disagree with that video. Because if you watch that video and you lost your job and you lost your business or you haven't been working, I totally understand where you're coming from, right? Because maybe you don't have money to spend, right? But for the people that do have money to spend, that they can't spend it, I think it's just gonna be a given that people are gonna buy iPhones like crazy this year. I think people are gonna buy iPhones like crazy. I mean, there's a new 5G iPhone that's supposed to come out this year, right? So when the 5G iPhone come out, it'll be the 5G iPhone, but then people are like, they have so much money saved up. And especially if you have money saved up and you got an iPhone that was from 2 years ago, I just think it's gonna be a super cycle this year. I mean, that's just me. Y'all gotta think, I'm a mad bull when it comes to the stock market. I mean, but I think it's gonna be a knockout year. And that's what I think. So the places I moved out of, like the place I moved out, that place is renting for like $2,000 right now. And that's the reason why I moved out and I didn't stay. Because when I tried, it's definitely not rent control. When I tried to, it's kind of interesting that it's not rent control, but it was built 100 years ago. But the thing is, it's the type of lease that you're gonna sign. Like the type of lease that you're gonna sign is not the same lease. I don't really want to get into the place that I just moved from, but basically, like, it's not rent control, and it's gonna be like $2,000 a month, and you won't be able to sign no longer than like a year lease at $2,000 a month. And believe me, at $2,000 a month, you can rent an apartment you can rent a freaking studio for like maybe 17 right now. So to stay in that little box for 2,000 is a really bad deal. But their market, what they're going for, is they're going for short-term rentals. That's what they're going for. They basically want someone to go stay there for 2, 3, 4 months, right? And they can get them at $2,000, right? Lock in for 4 months, and then maybe after 4 months, maybe they can increase it, right? Or maybe they'll have to decrease it. That's the deal with that place, and that's why I wasn't gonna stay, because I got like a really, really good rate because of the pandemic, and then now there's like a lot more people moving into the building, and like I could still be living there now. Like I still have a key there. Like I still have I have some dirty dishes that I'm gonna bring over here. But I have to be out by the 30th, which is in a couple more days. But I was gonna stay up until the 30th because I liked it, right? But like last week, a bunch of new people moved in, and like the refrigerator is completely full, and it was just really noisy, like people banging around. The elevator is really, really slow. Like I just got really, really tired of it. I mean, if I'm whispering, just turn your volume up, or like, I don't know. Is it the reason why I haven't been doing live streams lately? I'm gonna keep it real because of the comments. Like, people always be trolling in the live stream, so I'm just like, look, dude, man, I can just like, I don't even want to freaking do live stream. I just gotta freaking chill. Like, go make a video, upload it. Like, don't even read the comments because people be trolling all the time now. You skated right across my car today at Poking Gary. Your hair is way better. Your hair is way better than on the vlogs. So today I was actually skateboarding with no helmet. Like I usually always wear a helmet when I'm skateboarding. But the reason why I did not wear a helmet is because I just started a new rule. I can skateboard with no helmet, but there's a really big catch. The catch is I can't go faster than 16 miles an hour. So what that means is like I can skateboard with no helmet, but I just can't go fast, basically. So a lot of times, like, and you know, one cool thing about this, because I started this yesterday, yo, the battery, I get more range because I'm not going as fast. I get more range. Like, bottom line, I can go farther. Like, it's not really a problem because I got so many batteries right now. But that is kind of cool that I don't have to worry about the range anymore. I'm like live streaming for 70 straight minutes, yo. I think I missed some comments. Do another walking stream at SF. Maybe I will do one tomorrow. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Because maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Like I have to do it early in the morning. Maybe your mic is quieter than any other YouTuber. Alright. Maybe just cut your volume on. What neighborhood? I don't know what neighborhood. That's a really good question. That's a good question because like I gotta do a different neighborhood that I can't go to the same neighborhoods, but I'm always in the same places, you know. You guys want to hear something I did today that's really messed up? So I went to the weed store and got like a bag of weed for like $100. And I freaking lost it before I even came home. How fucked up is that, right? I'm just like, yo, that's San Francisco special tax. Yes, I lost it before I came home. So messed up, yo. I'm like, dude, I should not be a delivery person. Like, you lose keys, bikes, weed, everything. Bikes, skateboards, weed, like, oh, go to Berkeley. It's so bad. We always at the best. Change hustles to find the best dispensaries. Yes, you do. Like you know how I lost it? Because I went to the pizza place and instead of skateboarding with the box of pizza in my hand like this, I just put the pizza in the IKEA bag. But as I reached into the backpack to get the IKEA bag, the bag of weed was like sticking on the IKEA bag, and I think it just dropped out on the ground. It was like a huge bag too, and I'm like, crap, yo. So messed up. We paid $100 for no, it was like a half ounce. It was huge. It was a really good deal. It was like $95. I was like, yeah. I was like 95 divided by 4. Oh, that's cheap. Yo, you made someone's day. I did make someone's day. Someone said, oh, I love San Francisco. This thing's amazing. I've lost so much stuff. You guys have no idea how much stuff I've lost in this city. Dude, once I lost like $5,000 worth of shit in San Francisco. straight up. And I wasn't even upset about it. Like, I wasn't even upset about it, right? Okay, once I was at the Starbucks at freaking Safeway, you know, Starbucks, no, the Safeway at Market across the street from the Whole Foods, right? I freaking got got out of the car and I had like tools in my car to fix iPhones, but it was like about $5,000 worth of like stuff, right? I had a case and a backpack. I walked back out to my car and my trunk was open and the backpack and the case was gone. You know, it was completely gone. And I was just like, crap, I just lost like 5G's worth of stuff like right here. Here's a secret a lot of people in crypto can't easily buy Tesla and Apple stock. The only reason they didn't do so, they think crypto will go up a lot higher in price. Ooh, that's true. Jermaine is so uninsurable. I guess I'm not uninsurable. I'm just so bad, yo. Like, I lose so much stuff. But like sometimes I get the bike back. But you gotta think, I didn't lose the bike. I didn't lose the bike. The bike gets stolen. Like that's the difference. Get some renter's insurance. Well, renter's insurance wouldn't cover that one. Like I tried to do a claim, they said no. I had renter's insurance. Because most places around here, they require you to have renter's insurance. You look exhausted. Yeah, well, I'm like, I am tired because my sleep schedule is really off. Like, I'll go to sleep at like 9, then I'll wake up at like 1, and I'll watch YouTube videos from like 1 to like 3, and then I'll go to sleep, and then wake back up at like 8, and when I wake back up, it's like the worst. It's like the worst, so hard, like to get up, I'm just like, ooh. And this isn't my life now, it's just been like that ever since. I don't think I've had a good night's sleep since I moved in here. They went Gucci. You left the whole bag on the train. That happens though, yo. That freaking happens. I'm proud of you. Started watching you because I'm going to South Africa. I have a son and the world scares me for him. I told him to look up your YouTube for some tips. Stay safe traveling. That's what's up. That's what's up. You left freaking a bag on the train with $1,200. How I did that? You know what I did once? I had this ring on my finger, right? This is so bad. So, I was with my ex-girlfriend. We were traveling through the desert. And it was snowing in the desert, right? And you know how when it's cold outside, like it'll make a ring come off your finger faster, right? We stopped on the side of the road, okay, to switch driving. There's a snow plow that's driving up behind us. When I get out of the car and open the door, my hand like flies open this way, and the ring flies off of my finger into the snow. And there's like no way I can find it. Like there's no way I can find it, right? And it's just like in the snow. And then there comes this street sweeper, and they're like waiting for us to move the car, and I'm just like, there's a fucking ring, like right down there. I just lost, like, and never got it back. I mean, it wasn't that expensive. It was a white gold. It was like maybe $500. But I was like so bummed out that like I got in the car and just drove away and left it there. And I'm just like, bummer. You found the bag of weed at the Statue of Liberty? You know, once, like, this is insane. Like, once I actually lost a bag of weed in the city. And I actually went back to the same spot and it was still there. And what happened was this, right? It was the type of situation where like there was cars parked on the side of the street, and it was a car double parked, right? Since that car was double parked, I just stopped behind that car, right? And when I reached into my bag, it was the same situation. I reached into my bag, pulled something else out, and when I pulled something else out, the bag of weed dropped and fell. But when it dropped and fell, it dropped and fell in the street, right? Because I was in front of that car. Since it dropped and fell in the street, when that car moved, like it was the street, so like it was just cars driving by, right? So when I went home and discovered, oh, I don't have the bag of weed, well, I ended up going back to the same spot, and it was there in the middle of the street because it was just cars driving by, and of course cars had ran over it, but no one had picked it up because no one was walking there because that car had moved. Am I getting enough zinc? I think I'm getting enough zinc. Do I look like I'm not getting enough zinc? Do I look like I'm not? How do you look like when you're not getting enough zinc? I think I'm just tired because of the weather and also my sleep pattern. I think that's why I'm just been tired lately. I mean, it's been freaking cold and windy and I think that's why I'm like, maybe I need some zinc though. Yeah, man, you look real tired. I look real tired, really. You should do good, Jermaine. But I have been awake. I've been awake quite a bit today. Not see it. I didn't sleep that much last night. Did you get your hair done by the African lady? I did, but the reason, like, I kind of don't wanna tell everyone who did my hair because, like, I don't wanna get her in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't wanna be like, oh, she did my hair, you know. But I did get it done by an African lady, and you won't believe how I found out about her. I was freaking on the train station like 6 months ago, and this dude came up to me and tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, you need somebody to do your hair?" And he gave me a card. Ew, it definitely benefit her. You think I should tell? Cause like I don't know if like I would love to tell because it would benefit her, but I think she might be busy already. Cause when I was there, my phone was ringing like the hotline. I was like, "You sure you don't sell weed?" You know, like her phone just kept ringing. She was like, "Dreadlocks, dreadlocks, 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 dreadlock, long dreadlocks, 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 dreadlocks." She was just dreadlock everything, you know. Like so it is. Well, that's the thing. Like I want people to know about her, but then if I say who she is, like, cause there's a lot of cops that like follow me on YouTube, you know, like a bunch of them, cause they always yelling at me in the street, and like I don't want to be like, yo, this lady did my hair, and they know that like there's a health order, you know what I mean? Like that could like just be bad, you know. Is Laura affecting your weather there in San Francisco? You know, Laura is not exactly affecting the weather yet. It's funny you say Laura because I just recently found out who Laura was, like a few hours before this live stream. So I know who she is, but if I wouldn't have looked up, if I wouldn't have brushed up my skills about what's going on in that part of the country, I would have no idea who Laura is. But I know who Laura is. Hi, beautiful weather this way. Missing out. Memphis. Memphis in the house. I think I should go back to Memphis. I just don't know what I would do there. Like, I don't know what I would do in Memphis. The culture is so different there. Like, it's too American for me, yo. I can't be living over there. It's too American. But I could go over there. What are your top 3 choices for countries if you move away from the U.S.? I really like Australia. I like South Africa. Australia, South Africa. I don't know what that third place would be. Just got a first Eastgate. Ooh, first Eastgate's always fun. When you're traveling back, check out. So I want to check out Seychelles, but like Seychelles is a different type of trip. Like that's the type of trip that like that's not really a backpacker place. That's more of a type of place that you kind of go when you're a step above a backpacker. You know what I mean? I think a place like Seychelles, Bora Bora, the French Polynesian Islands, they kind of all have something in common. They're very, very exotic. They're very, very beautiful. Very, very tropical. And that would be a really good place to go with a significant other. So if I'm like, I don't want to just go to Seychelles alone and single. Like, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to go with someone else. But I would love to explore Seychelles. Maybe Haiti. I wouldn't mind going to Haiti. What about Russia? Russia is definitely on the list. Nothing against Russia. I was so gonna make a video today, but like I just didn't do anything. That's cool. I've been popping out videos all this week, so. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end this stream. We can figure out unique things. Just visit, just to understand. I mean, I came from Texas to DC. I will come to Memphis soon. I'm thinking maybe I'll go in November. It's just like it's really hard for me to go home. Like it's really hard for me to go home, you know. That's why I don't just go home that much. Like it's just hard because like I look at myself like I don't know. I don't know. It's just really hard for me to go home. Like it's hard for me to go home. It's hard for me to go home and go stay at someone else's house. Basically, that's what it is. It's hard for me to do that. Like it's hard for me to. I don't know. I've just been so far away from home that like it's easier not to go home than it is to go home. And like I'm just like I don't know. Like I'm just on a different. don't know what I would do. Like, it's a tough one going home. Gosh, even like talking to my brother can be tough because like every time I talk to him, he's always like, "When are you gonna come home? When are you gonna settle down?" Like, I look at my life and I think I'm settled down enough. You know? Do you rent cars when you stay in Memphis? I mean, not. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. If I rent a car, that just means that I'm probably gonna be more stressed out because now I can just run around the place. But then if I don't rent a car, I won't be stressed out because I won't be running around the place, you know? That mean get married, buy a house, and have kids, Jermaine. That's exactly what they mean. That's exactly what they mean, you know? Hard dealing with people who don't understand who they really are inside. Yeah, this is true. Well, that's the whole idea. And that's the whole idea. If you don't have a partner in crime, just keep traveling. That's the plan. That's the plan. I mean, just especially like just being here this whole year, right? Just being here this whole year and just being back home and just how it's been. Like even before the pandemic, like dude, I'm gonna be real. Not much has changed in my life since like this lockdown started. Like not much has really changed. Like yeah, there's a lot of places I can't go, but it's almost like it's almost like I was doing social distancing before then, you know. Jay, don't get married. That was Freddie. They hit me. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I'm at home on live stream. No, I'm on live stream. I'm like talking to people on YouTube. I'm talking to people on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm working tomorrow. I'm gonna go get that bag. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. That sounds fantastic. Have a good night. Okay, bye. This is friend. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I can't keep up with him, boy. I can't keep up with him. Don't get married, Jay. Homeboy be zipping, dog. I mean that in a good way. I can't keep up with him. No, it's not. I don't have a girlfriend. Nah, homie is in like he's in Marion. So you wanna go there, you gotta take a bus. Go over and give her what she wants, Jermaine, then leave afterwards. I don't know. That was the dude. That was a homie. You say go over and leave. Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I gotta like meet him off Tinder or something. I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm tired. What? What's the wrong big bird? I'm like super tired. I think I'm gonna go pass out. and then go pass out. Maybe it's this pizza I'm eating. I don't think I've ever worn these. I wore these joints. Okay, alright, good night, internet people. I got another big bag of clothes coming from Zaffa. High carbs and then cash. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm out, y'all. I'm done. Does each trade have that little office on market? I don't know if they still have it on market. I remember seeing something E-Trade. I can't exactly remember where. You love colorful clothing. Mm-hmm. Where can you buy African pants in the U.S.? You can buy them from Zaffa. It's the app. It should be a link in the description for Zaffa. Those are red. You should wear them tomorrow. Yeah, those are dope. I wore these today. I like these joints. They're like mad fresh. But anyway, bye bye, everybody. I love all of y'all. Y'all are beautiful.